Hi guys, welcome to today's tutorials. Welcome to Mathematics Simplified. Today we'll be looking at past questions from WAEC, Junior WAEC, and past questions that will enhance our understanding in mathematics. Alright, now our first question here says approximate 79.75 to the nearest tenth. Okay, now if we talk about our nearest tenth, now if we look at our decimal number we have 100, tens, units, then our decimal point. Then the first digit that comes after our decimal point is a tenth. Before we have our hundreds, then we have our thousands. All right, so if we are asked to approximate to the nearest tenth, that means we are simply asked to make it a one decimal place figure. Okay, now to make it a one decimal place figure, we would consider if we have 79.75. All right, now since 5 it's up to 5, we are going to round it up to 1 and add to our next figure. Okay, so this becomes 79.8. That is to our nearest tenth. Okay, now the next one says express 675 in index form. Okay, now if we want to express 675 in index form, we need to break that large figure down. Now, in order to break it down, we have 675. All right, let's break it down using 5. Okay, 5 into 6 will give us 1. Remember 1. 5 into 17 will give us 3. Remember 2. And 5 into 25 will give us 5. Alright, we can still break this down by 5. 5 into 13 would give us 2. Remember 3. Into 35 will give us 7. Okay, next we'll break it down with 3. Alright, we'll break it down with 3. 3 into 27 will give us 3. Sorry, will give us 9. Remember nothing. Okay, 3 again. Into 9 will give us 3. Remember 1. Remember 3 into 3 will give us 1. So 675 would be 3 times 3 times 3 times 5 times 5. So in index form, this becomes 3 raised to power 3 times 5 raised to power 2. So with this, we fixed our 675 in index form. Okay, the next question says, find the square root of 42 1 over 4. Okay, 42 1 over 4, we should find the square root. In order to find the square root, first of all, we have to change our mixed number to an improper fraction. Now, in order to do that, we would multiply 42 by 4. So 42 times 4 plus 1 all over 4. Alright, 4 times 2 gives us 8. 4 times 4 gives us 16 plus 1 over 4. Okay, so this becomes 169 all over 4. Okay, nice. Now we can look at our factors of 169. Okay, we know that 169 can only be divided by 13. Okay, so this gives us root of 169 will be 13 and root of 4 will be 2. Okay, so our square root will become 13 over 2. Now, changing it back to mixed fraction would give us 6 whole number 1 over 2 as our root of the question. Okay, now next we'll be looking at is number 4. It says a rope of 488.6 meter, a rope of 488.6 meter long is divided into equal pieces of 1.4 meters. Now, how many pieces are obtained? Now, if we look at, we are given the original length of the rope and the new length that was cut out of the rope. Okay, so our total length of the rope is 488.6 meters, and 14 and each piece cut out was 1.4 meters. Now, for us to find the number of pieces obtained, we will divide our 488.6 by 14. Okay, so we have 488.6 divided by 1.4. Okay, so if we make this a whole number, alright, if we make this a whole number, we have it as 4886 divided by 14. Okay, so let's use 2. 2 here will give us 7. 2 here will give us 2, 4, 4, 3. Okay, having 2, 4, 4, 3 all over 7. Okay, this will give us 7 here, 1. Now, 7 into 24 will give us 3. Okay, that's 21. Remember 3. 7 into 34 will give us 4. Because 7 times 5 will be 35. So that gives us 4, which is 28. And 34 minus 28, so we have it as 6, and 7 into 6 into 63 will give us 9. Okay, so that would be the number of ropes that was cut from there. Okay, and to the fifth question. So our fifth question says, simplify 8 times 10 raised to the power 9 all over 4 times 10 raised to the power 6. Okay, now we can apply in this question, we can apply our law of indices in this. Okay, we can divide this. 8 divided by 4 gives us 2 times 10 raised to the power 9. Applying our law of indices gives us minus 6, because in indices, when you have division, it becomes negative, minus, and when you have multiplication, it becomes addition. Alright, so this we can say to be 2 times 10 raised to the power 3. Alright, let's look at it. Let's expand this. If we have 8 times 10 in 9 places, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, divided by 4 times 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, divided by 4 times 7 is 4, 6. So you can see, if we start cancelling out these things, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we've cancelled out 6 from below and 6 from above. Now, 8 divided by 4 will give us 2 times, how many times do we have left? 1, 2, 3. 10 raised to the power 3. Okay, now to our sixth question, it says, find the value of x in the triangle. Okay, we all know, or we are supposed to know, that the sum of angles, internal angles of every triangle sums up to 180 degrees. Okay, so if that gives us 180, that means our x plus 3x plus 2x should sum up to 180 degrees. So we have it as x plus 2x plus 3x equals 180 degrees. Now, adding this up, this becomes 6x equals 180 degrees. So now we divide with the coefficient of our x, which is 6. So 6x over 6 equals 180 over 6. 6 cancels 6, leaving us with x equals 6 into 180 gives us 30 degrees. So the value of x is 30 degrees. 2x will be 2 times 30, which gives us 60, and 3x will be 3 times 30, which gives us 90 degrees. So if we add this all up, we will get 180 degrees. Alright guys, our next set of questions says, find the value of x in this diagram. Okay, now to find the value of x in our diagram, we need to understand that the sum of angles on a straight line is equals to 180 degrees. Okay, now since we've been told from our diagram that these two angles are equal, alright, so all we need to do is sum those three angles together to get 180. Okay, so this would be x plus 112 plus x equals 180 degrees. Now from here, we would collect like terms. So collecting like terms will mean bringing these two together and moving our 112 over to 180. So this becomes 2x equals 180 minus 112. So 2x equals 180 minus 112 gives us 10 minus 8 to give us 8. 10 minus 2, sorry, will give us 8. Now 7 minus 1 would give us 6. So our x equals 68 divided by 2, which will give us 34. So the value of x in this diagram would be 34 degrees. Alright, hope you've enjoyed our lecture so far. If you have done that, click on your notification button to get updated for more of our videos as we upload. And don't forget to share this link with your friends to benefit just as you have benefited. Okay, so our next question, we have find the value of y in our diagram. Okay, we are given the external angles of the triangle, okay, and we are expected to find the value of y. Now, in order to get these internal angles, we need to still apply our mathematical law that says angle on the straight line sums up to what? 180 degrees. So for us to find this, let's call this x and call this a. For us to find angle x and angle a, we need to apply 42 plus x equals 180 degrees. So x would be 180 minus 42, which gives us 10 minus 2 would give us 8. Now 7 minus 4 will give us 3. 1 minus 0 will give us 1, which gives us 138 degrees. That means our angle here would be what? 138 degrees. Okay, now for A, we have it as 259. Sorry, that should be 59. Okay, sorry, that should be 59 plus x equals 180 degrees. Okay, now our x would be 180 minus 59 degrees, which is 10 minus 9 gives us 1, 7 minus 5 gives us 2, and 1 minus 0 gives us 1. Alright guys, to our second question, it says, find the value of y. So for us to find the value of y in this diagram, we need to find the value of our x and our a. Okay, now we all know that mathematically, angle on the straight line sums up to 180 degrees. So for us to find the value of x, we will do 42 plus x equals 180 degrees. Okay, so x would be 180 minus 42, which gives us 10 minus 2 will give us 8. 7 minus 4 will give us 3, so 138 degrees. So our value of x here will be 138 degrees. Alright, now for our other part, we have it as 159 minus plus a equals 180 degrees. So our a would be 180 minus 159, which gives us what? 9 minus 10 minus 9 will give us 1, and 7 minus 5 will give us 2. That gives us 21 degrees. So this gives us 21 degrees. Okay, right there again, we need to understand that the sum of angles in a triangle would give us 180 degrees. So to find the value of y, we will be having 138 plus 21 plus y equals 180 degree. Our reason simply being that the sum of angles in a triangle sums up to what? 180 degrees. Now, collecting like terms here, this gives us 159 plus y equals 180. So our y equals 180 minus 159. Alright, our y equals, so 1 here will give us 10 minus 1 will give us 10 minus 9 will give us 1, and 7 minus 5 will give us 2. So the value of our y would be 21 degrees. Okay, now to the third one, it says simplify 5 over 9 divided by bracket open 1 whole number 3 over 8 minus 1 over 3. Now, before we start simplifying this, we will first of all change a number in the bracket, a mixed number, to an improper fraction. Alright, then work on what is in the bracket before we divide. Okay, that's simply obeying a BODMAS rule. Alright, now 8 times 1 is 8. 8 plus 3 gives us 11 over 3. So we can rewrite this question to be 5 over 9 divided by bracket open 11 over 3 minus 1 over 3. Okay, now, sorry, 11 over 8. Now, our LCM here in 8 and 3 would be 24. Okay. Alright, having it as 5 over 9 divided by LCM is 24. 8 into 24 is 3. Now 3 times 11 gives us 33 minus 3 into 8, and 3 into 24 is 8, and 8 times 1 is 8. Okay, so this gives us 5 over 9 divided by 33 minus 8. Okay, now if we remove 3 from here, this gives us 30. Alright, 30 minus 5 will give us 25. So this gives us 25 over 24. Alright, now since this is division, we can now turn it around to 5 over 9 times 24 over 25. So 5 here 1, 5 into 25, 5, 3 here 3, 3 into 24, 8. So this leaves us with 8 over 15 as our answer. Alright, having done that, let's look at our next question. Question 4 says factorize a squared. We have a squared plus 2a minus 15. Okay, now if we are to factorize this, okay, if we are to factorize this equation, we'll first of all look at multiply the product of our first term and our constant. Okay, so this becomes a times 15 will give us minus 15a. Then we'll look for the product of minus 15a that will give us a plus 2. Okay, so let's look at the multiples of 15. Alright, now we have for 15, we have it as 1 and 15. We have 3 and 5. Okay, as our multiples of 15. Now, in these two factors of 15, we have a pair factor that can give us 2 to be 3 and 5. So now, replacing here, we have 3 and 5. But since this is a minus, a smaller number would be minus because this is a plus. So minus 3 times 5 gives us minus 15. Minus 3 plus 5 gives us plus 2. So this becomes minus 3a and 5a. So now replacing this new product here for 2a, we have it as a squared minus 3a plus 5a minus 15. Now grouping these two together, what's common here is a, okay, a minus 3, and plus what's common here is 5. We have a minus 3. Okay, now one thing to always remember in factorization is that what is in your bracket must always be the same at the end of the day. Okay, the figures you have in your bracket must always be the same at the end of the day. Okay, so this becomes a plus 5 and a minus 3. Okay, with this we factorize it, but you can still find our roots as a plus 5 equals 0, so therefore a equals minus 5, and a minus 3 equals 0, so therefore a equals plus 3. Alright, with this we've had a complete factorization. Now our next question says change 11101 base 2 to base 10. Now in order to change this, we would use our expansion method. Okay, now using our expansion method, we have it as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this becomes 1 times 2 raised to the power 4 plus 1 times 2 raised to the power 3 plus 1 times 2 raised to the power 2 plus 0 times 2 raised to the power 1 plus 1 times 2 raised to the power 0. Okay, now 1 times 2 raised to the power 4, 2 raised to the power 4 is 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8, 8 times 2, 16. So this becomes 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus anything raised times 0 is 0. Now plus anything raised to the power 0 is 1. So 1 times 1 gives us 1. So adding up all our numbers, we have it as 20, 28, 29. So this becomes 29 base 10. Okay, so our sixth question, it says, a circle of radius 15 cm has a chord 24 cm long. Calculate the distance of the chord from the center of a circle. Okay, let's represent this in a diagram. If we have this as a circle and this is the center of circle, we all know that the radius of a circle is a line, any line from the center of the circle to any part of the circumference that forms a radius, while a chord is a line touching one end of a circumference to another end. Now, a chord necessarily does not need to pass the center of the circle. Now, a chord that passes the center of your circle is referred to as your diameter. Okay, so if this is a chord, you are told this chord is 24 cm long, all right, and the radius is 15 cm. Okay, so we are asked to find the distance of between the center of the circle and the chord. Okay, if we are to find the distance between the center of the circle and the chord, now we can see we have a right angled triangle there. Okay, now if we divide this chord into 2, this becomes 12 and the radius is 15. So we are looking for x. Alright, applying our Pythagoras theorem that says our hypotenuse squared equals opposite squared plus adjacent squared. Alright, now our hypotenuse in this case is 15 squared plus 12 squared, equals 12 squared plus x squared. Now 15 squared is 225 equals 144 plus x squared. So our x squared would be 225 minus 144. Okay, so x squared equals 5 minus 4 is 1. Okay, 22 minus 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 gives us 81. So x equals a square root of 81, which gives us 9. So as x, value of x, the distance between the chord from the center of the circle will be 9 centimeters. Alright guys, hope you've enjoyed our lecture thus far. With this, we've come to the end of today's tutorials. If there be any questions, put them down in the comment section below and we will surely attend to it. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this link with your friends if you've enjoyed our lecture thus far. See you in our next class. Ensure you click on that notification button to get more updates. Thank you.